Hey everyone, what is going on? This is V-Dub here, and here's an update on what's going on right now with the Content Creator Basketball Association. If you guys have been wondering why there has not been any content videos from the start of the second block of the CCBA games schedule, I have a couple of reasons why. The first reason was, during the game that you see the image of, the first game of the second schedule block, which was supposed to be between the Boston Big Babies and the Phoenix JG9s, when I was streaming during the Twitch stream, the live stream I should say, the connection went out quite a few times during the stream. Then eventually the internet at my house shortly went out and ended up losing all progress to the game. Once the internet came back, I decided that enough was enough for the game, and I decided to do a simcast for the game, which you will see the results in just a second. The second reason is that I'm starting to maybe get close to coming back to work, which possibly could be full-time, which will definitely interfere with my ability to stream daily. So instead, I will be putting these games out via recording instead of doing the stream and then posting the VODs on YouTube afterwards. I will still be narrating the pregame with the screen where you see like the starting lineups for both teams. But then after that, it will be a CPU versus CPU with the game commentary volume up. And I will be editing out the timeouts with the exception of the first timeout of the fourth quarter, where there will be a graphic of the next game that will be played, or next watch game that will be played. And I'll be silently going over the player statistics, as I'll be going through them as slow as I can, but you may still need to pause to see the total statistics if you don't want to miss out on who got what. And then also we'll be posting screenshots of the simulation ticker, which I will be narrating how those games ended up, and possibly doing the injury report, depending on how much I can get done, or if I don't want to bore anybody. But you will definitely be seeing the simulation ticker, and definitely during the pregame, I will be letting you know who is out for each team that's going to be playing on the watched game. Now that I got this over with, it's time to see the results of the game as well as the simulation ticker. And after doing a simcast for the game between the Boston Big Babies and the Phoenix JG9s, we see the Phoenix JG9s holding serve on their home court, defeating the Boston Big Babies 118-112 to improve to a CCBA best 21-6 record after 27 games. The Big Babies, who came into this game sitting in 4th in the Atlantic Division by a half a game and sitting 11th in the Eastern Conference, now fall to 10-16, sitting tied with the Pittsburgh Snowmen for 4th place, or depending on how you view things, tied for last place. And this is before the start of the simulation ticker that I do every game, or after every game I should say, that I usually go 3 or 4 calendar dates. And speaking of the simulation ticker, it's time for us to look at the results for these next few days. And for the remainder of the calendar date for December 19, 2023, remember these are the days of the games that took place on the calendar days. The results go as follow. In a Southwest Division battle, the New Orleans Ninjas defeat the Memphis Jedis by a score of 141-112. Milwaukee Griswolds upset the Austin Cinco Ochos 120-110. And you already saw the results of this game, but they still do show that the Phoenix JG9s defeat the Boston Big Babies 118-112. And to wrap up the December 19th portion of the schedule, we see the Portland Bear Capes defeat the Las Vegas Tight Spots by a score of 118-115. And for the December 20th, 2023 slate of games, we start off with the Salt Lake City Sports Gaming defeating the Cleveland Clinkers 131-116. Cincinnati Nasty Natties beat the Richmond Dark Wolves 121-111. The Tampa Cocos upset the Jacksonville Blaze in the Southeast Division battle 116-103, with the Philadelphia Shadows over the Minneapolis Sports Gurus 137-105. And continuing on for the December 20th slate of games, Yeah, the battle between two teams on the Hudson River here as the New Jersey FGs take this one over the New York Kills 125 to 107. The Pittsburgh Snowmen defeat the Seattle Dad Gamers 123 to 107. Chicago Murders over the Anaheim Baffles 127 to 113 as the Houston Dirty Casuals defeat the Louisville Outcasts 141 to 123. And rounding out the final slate of games being played on December 20th, we had the Dallas Revamps over the San Diego Quickie Marts 115 to 107, and the Boston Big Babies upsetting the Sacramento Dubmans 119 to 109. And now on to the December 21st games here. We got Columbus John Jakes defeating the Salt Lake City Sports Gamers 122 to 107. The Cleveland Clinkers over the New Orleans Ninjas 109 to 102. The Chicago Murders with a massacre 141 to 96 win against the Austin Cinco Ochos, followed by the Cincinnati Nasty Natties over the Memphis Jedis 127 to 121. And to wrap up the December 21st games, we see the Milwaukee Griswolds winning their second straight game, beating the Tampa Cocos 128 to 124. The Oklahoma Breezy Bunch over his good friend, the San Diego Quickie Marts 123 to 115. Anaheim Baffles defeat the Minnesota Sports Gurus 136 to 129, and the Portland Bear Caves defeat the Washington Craniacs 130 to 113. And the last day of games that we're going to see in this simulation ticker, December 22nd, 2023, where we start off with the Philadelphia Shawnos winning the Keystone State Battle 126 to 114 over the Pittsburgh Snowmen. New Jersey FGs edge out the Seattle Dad Gamers 110 to 111. The Dallas Revamps 126 to 118 winners over the Houston Dirty Casuals, with the Jacksonville Blaze over the Louisville Outcasts 125 to 100. And now to round out the simulation ticker for this episode, we head to Phoenix, where the Washington Craniacs upset the Phoenix JG9s 126 to 112. The JG9s have the best record in the CCBA, but then lose to the Craniacs in a head-scratching game. And then the Sacramento Dubmans come back from behind to defeat the Las Vegas Tight Spots 106 to 101. And the second watch game of the CCBA schedule block number 2 will feature the Memphis Jedis at the Louisville Outcasts. The Jedis have a current record of 12 wins and 15 losses going into this game, and the Louisville Outcasts are 13 and 15 going into this match. I will go over more information about where they are standings-wise, as well as the injury report for both teams during the pregame before the start of the game tomorrow. Each team has already been featured once during the first schedule block when I was doing this over on Twitch and downloading the VODs to my YouTube channel. This is the only featured game between both teams in a watch match in schedule block number 2, and may be the last time we see both of them unless they are within play-in spot distance or in the play-in spot distance, despite their losing records for schedule block number 3, which will take place after the All-Star break. I expect to get this game out hopefully by tomorrow, January 12th, or Saturday, January 13th. If I get it out tomorrow, I expect to have it out at 8 p.m. Eastern. If I get it out on Saturday, it will be around 1 or 1:30 p.m. Eastern, ahead of the start of the NFL playoff games, as I plan to make this a premiere video. For more information about these games, and as well as schedules go out, please follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Vita Productions. And if you have not done so, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, as well as the bell icon to get instant notifications when these games, as well as other videos, get released, so you do not miss out. Before I forget, don't forget to watch the last video, as you can see pop up right before the end of this video, which is a video you most likely algorithmically have not watched. Until next time, you guys take care. Peace out, Paisan.